Hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we woke up after feeling kind of sick, and we were like, alright, you know what, let's walk around the house. So we kind of explore the second floor where we find this room. We're like, this used to be Makihisa's room. So we go inside and we're like, whoa, it's really dark in here. Let me turn on my phone. Oh god, there's chains on the walls and everything. Like they're trying to seal something in here. So we check his journal, which is locked in one of the drawers, and we're like, oh, there's this other child who was adopted, and shank, and we end up getting killed by Goto Saiki, who's doing some sus stuff in the background. And then we rewind time, and we decide to, explore the mansion on the first floor. We go out and see Hisui, so we're like, oh, let me follow her. And she leads us to this area that seems familiar, but we don't really remember much about it. And then Shiki remembers, oh no, this is that one place that I have all my visions of, like someone dying, and he collapses. And 10 hours later, he wakes up. Akiha's really angry at Hisui, and we're like, no, it's okay. It's kind of my fault. And we're like, oh wait, we still have to meet with Arcueid. So we meet with Arcueid, and Arcueid's like, hey Shiki, why are you so late? Oh god, you look terrible. And we're like, yeah, feeling pretty terrible. And they're like, okay, look. Your eyes are clearly short-circuiting your brain or something. You go home and rest. And we're like, yeah, we'll go home. And then we kind of like go home, we wake up, and we're like, yeah, malfunction. Whoa. And throughout the entire next day, which is called the Waning Moon, it was just real weird. Everything seemed like a little bit out of place. Hell, Shiki literally glitches out at one point, and then when we get back home after going to school, or after getting knocked out at school and being driven home by a chauffeur, we essentially get greeted by Hisui, who takes us to this room, and we're like, oh no, what is this? And we kind of die. Yeah, it was really wild. The Waning Moon end was really wild. And I really honestly don't really completely understand what's happening, but I think that's the point. Hell, the game even tells you like there are a lot of unanswered questions and whatnot. But today we'll continue on with the other ending, or I don't know if it's an ending yet. That one just seems to be like a much more elaborate bad end, but we'll head into it. I wonder where they'll drop us off. Probably in the morning of the day. Yeah. No, she dropped us off at the Waning Moon. But no, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to when we had to make our choice, and I'll meet you guys in the next day. I'll do as you say, Akiha. I'll do as you say. I don't want to die. All right, we're back here. Day 10, Blood Red Moon 1. Okay, what is this gonna be? Did someone leave the window open? I can hear birds chirping outside. A cool breeze brushes my cheek. Faint sunlight filters through my eyelids. I'm wrapped in a scene of warm, gentle hues. Greeted by the peaceful morning. I grab my glasses from the pillow without another thought. I normally would have been like, I wonder why Shiki, like we can't see it from Shiki's POV. Usually he sees lines and everything. But I spoiled myself as to the reason why. And this is it. Yeah. That's right. I must have fallen asleep after talking to Akiha. My joints are pretty dull, but I still feel better than I did last night.
Yosh.
I muttered to mentally prepare myself. It's time to wake up and face the morning. Hi, Shiki!
Ah, やっと起きたの?
Dude, was she like that the entire night, just like over me? Except when I open my eyes, I find myself facing Arcueid instead. I stare silently into her face. Every last thought has been banished from my mind. My brain's gone so blank that it might as well be tofu. At this point, I've even forgotten how to breathe. Seriously, what is even happening here? She's like, Shiki, what the fuck? You ditched me, bitch. All I know is that Arcueid is right in front of me. In my bedroom. Yes, right over you. And he's obviously super flustered because he just woke up. And I'm not gonna say anything else. It's barely 9 in the morning. On my bed, still wearing her boots. He's really checking her out. Understandable though.
Omae. Usotsuki. また明日って約束したのに.
Her foul mood has dimmed the luster of her red eyes. Except it really hasn't. At this proximity, I can appreciate every last detail. Her eyes are stunning. Gee. Arcueid stares at me with an unblinking disapproval. She's really close to me right now. Close enough for me to notice the smoothness of her skin, to feel her breath and warmth against me. The weight of her body pins me into the sheets. Martial artists call it a mount. Oh, yes, it's right, that is a mount. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu recently, and that is most definitely a mount.
ちょっと待ってくれ、アルクエイド。お前、なんで朝から俺の部屋にいる？
I know it's gonna be a lot of trouble, but part of me really hopes that Hisui just walks in and is like, "Hello, Master Shiki." Ah! Even though I want to yell at her, I try my best to keep my voice to a whisper. It'd be all over for me if Hisui heard and came rushing in. I don't know what's all going on, but I'm smart enough to know how bad it'd be.
とにかくどいてくれ。人の部屋に勝手に上がって眠ってる隙に馬乗りとか
Home invader.
真剣無視にも程がある。インベーダーかお前は。
So I wonder what it is that made Shiki malfunction in the other ending, choosing to see Arcueid. I'm gonna assume it's just overexerting himself, because even though he clearly needed rest, he still decided to leave his room, go visit Arcueid, and go back. I thought it'd still be fine because Arcueid sent him back home to rest, but at the end, I guess that little bit was, just enough to push him off the edge to malfunctioning. Or maybe Arcueid will do something this route.
何よその態度。私がこんなところにやってきたのはシキが約束を破ったからでしょ。
I know where you live. I'm actually here right now.
人を待たせておいて自分はずっと眠っているなんて一体どういうつもりなの？
Arcueid pouts and glares at me indignantly. That's right. I promised I'd meet her last night, and I broke that promise. The birds continue to chirp outside. Finally, the pieces start coming together. I understand why Arcueid's angry, but it isn't an excuse for all this. You don't invade someone's room while they're asleep, especially when you can just rip into them later. The window was closed when I went to bed, but it's open now, so she must have come in through here. I locked it too, though.
約束を破ったんだから、そりゃ確かに俺が悪い。けど、そんなことで人の家に侵入するのはやりすぎだぞ。
ここ、シキの家じゃないわ。
Arcueid sets me straight.
それにね、本当は私、もっと怒ってたんだから。何時間も待ちぼうけで約束を保護にされたんだって気づいたとき、自分でも驚くぐらい頭に血が上ったわ。もう、絶対にこのままじゃ済まさない。乗り込んでいって捕まえて、シキの首根っこぐらい引きちぎってやる。波の言葉じゃ許さないからって。
Jeez. A little bit
あんな
obsessive,
の、
but okay.
経験したことのない精神状態だった。自分でも冷静になろうって思うんだけど、思えば思うほど頭にきちゃって、どんどん熱が上がっていくの。
I was seething.
あなたへの文句だけで詰まった底なし沼にはまって、暴れれば暴れるほど沼が広がっていくような気分、分かってもらえる？もう本当にどうにかなりそうでたまらなかったんだから。
Her scarlet eyes are brimming with anger, frustration, and indignation. Whatever she was feeling before, I wager that it hadn't fully left.
ああ、確かにたまらないな、それは。
I utterly nod along, convertedly brushing my fingers over my neck to make sure it's still intact.
でしょ？それでもう我慢できなくなって忍び込んだんだけど、シキが眠ってるから待ってあげることにしたのよ。言い訳ぐらいは聞いてみたかったから。
So I was here for 5 hours.
でもシキ、なかなか起きないんだもん。やることもなかったし、しばらくあなたの寝顔を見てるしかなかった。うん。シキの寝顔はね、怖いくらい静かだった。死人のように眠っていて、もう起き上がることはないんじゃないかって不安になったくらい。
So I had to be there the moment you woke up.
不安だったら起こしてくれればよかったのに。こっちはお前にいられる方がよっぽど不安だよ。
けど、起こすのももったいなくって。私、自分の眠っている姿は知らないけど、シキみたいに眠れるのなら幸せかもしれないなって。どうしてシキはこんなに穏やかなんだろうってずっと考えながら見つめてた。
I don't know, man. We saw you asleep before, and you looked really, really peaceful.
そうしていたらね、あれだけ湧き上がっていた気持ちも収まって、その後に四季が目を覚ましたの。
それじゃあ、夜から今までずっとそこにいたのか？
うん。何度か家の人がやってきたけど、見つからないようにしておいたから大丈夫よ。
God damn it. Oh my god. She just like, oh, the window's open. Okay, leave. Alright, the ground. Okay, I'm back.
さっきも四季を起こしに女の子が来たけど、気に食わないから追い返しちゃった。
Wait, what? Arcueid gives a flippant chuckle. How
待て。
exactly?
追い返したって何を？
手荒な真似はしていないわ。ほら、
Mystic eyes?
前に吸血鬼には無料の魔眼があるって言ったでしょ。
I wonder who she got. Probably Hisui.
あの女の子には、四季はもう学校に行ったって暗示をかけたから、私のことも記憶に残ってないよ。
Oh no, she's gonna get into even more trouble.
記憶に残ってないよって、お前ね。
Arcueid sure is pushy about some things. But I guess I should be thankful. He salvaged the situation for me in her own way.
経緯はよくわかった。それと、昨日のことはすまなかった、アルクエイド。その謝罪ってわけじゃないけど、俺は二度とお前との約束は破らない。
Our eyes lock as I apologize.
反省してる？
反省してる。何しろ、後の報復が恐ろしいって今思い知ってる最中だ。
Yeah, she can chase me till the ends of the earth. It's kinda scary. My hands go up in the show of surrender. Smiling as though her earlier displeasure had evaporated into thin air, Arcueid gives me a satisfied nod. Alright. At last, she gets off of me and the bed.
にしても、ブーツでベッドに乗っかるなんて。シーツに足跡がついたら洗濯が大変だなとか思わないのか。
I grumble as I sit up straight. Arcueid watches me crawl out of bed from a few steps away.
あのさ、お前、何してるの？
何って、四季が着替えるのを待ってるんだけど。
I want to see everything.
その格好のまま出かけるわけにはいかないでしょ。
まあ、寝巻きのまま出歩くほどだらしなくは。待て。なんて言った？アルクエイド。
I guess she's like, well, you gotta make it up to me. Now we're investigating during the day.
今日一日はずっと四季と行動しようと思って。約束を破った埋め合わせしてくれるんでしょ？
Arcueid replies like it's the most obvious thing in the world. But if we're hanging out all day, doesn't that mean she's asking me to skip school too?
何言ってるんだ。こっちには学校がだな。
何よ、反省してるって言ったのに、私より学校を取るの？あなたは。
She really knows how to hit me where it hurts. I take a quick glance at the clock. It's just past 9. If I were to head to school now, I'd be late anyways. Besides, I do owe it to her for making her stand around all night. And when it comes down to it, spending time with her does sound like a lot more fun.
わかったよ。今日一日はアルクエイドに付き合
all yours.
う。けど、昼間に街に出ても手がかりは何もないんじゃないか。
そこは気にしなくていいよ。
I just want to hang out with you.
だって街を散歩するだけなら昼間でも関係ないんだし。
なんだよ。昨日の夜できなかった分、これから吸血鬼探しをするんじゃないのか？
ええ、もちろん夜になったら調べるわ。けど一日ずっと手伝ってもらうのも大変でしょうから、お昼ぐらいは休んでもいいと思うの。
So basically a date.
もっともない意見だけど、二人で街を歩くだけって、それって。
A date. It'll look like a date. Sure, we've walked around at night, but this would be different. We'd 100% look like a couple. These things probably didn't even occur to Arcueid, her being a vampire and all. She probably just wants me to take her somewhere fun. But, come on! Can I even handle time with her without any vampire hunting to keep us busy?
どうしたの、四季？顔赤いわよ。
I scramble to cover my face with my hands and avert my gaze from Arcueid. It's not like we haven't already had plenty of alone time. But so far, it's just been some life or death situation, fighting for survival. Thinking about anything else would have meant certain death. I've been trying to ignore her beauty in order to focus on the task at hand. But what if we just spent the day together like normal people, without a clear objective in mind, or any impending doom to distract us? No doubt I'd start to notice things I could do without.
シキねえ、やっぱり学校に行くの？
わけないだろ。うんと言ったんだから付き合うよ。約束は破らないって言っただろ。どんな気まぐれか知らないけど、街を散歩するぐらいなら問題ないだろうし。
But first, can you please get me like a cane or something because I am really sick.
ありがとうシキ。それじゃあ早速行きましょう。
Her smile is dazzlingly bright. What does she have to thank me for? Arcueid practically skips over to the window she presumably entered from.
ちょっと待った。すぐに着替えるから、そこで外でも見ててくれ。
No!
何？呼んだ？
ああ、呼んだけど呼んでない。止めて悪かった。外に出ていてくれ。すぐに追いつくから。
うん、屋敷の正門で待ってるわ。今まで散々待ったんだから、これ以上待たせないでね、シキ。
Wait, so Hisui and Kohaku are both still in the house. What if they see him? Like, wait, I thought you went to school. Arcueid slinks out of the window, as lithe and agile as a cat. I watch as she bounces between the trees. Wait, is this bounces or bound? Bounds between the trees. There she goes from branch to branch, never touching the ground even once. Before I know it, she's gone from my sight. Seeing her now, it's no wonder that she managed to slip inside my room unnoticed.
感心してる場合じゃないか。俺も翡翠に見つからないよう外に出ないと。
I quickly change into some casual attire. It's a school day, so putting on my uniform would only draw unwanted attention. Now he's actually playing hooky. Opening my door just a crack, I peek to make sure nobody's coming down the hall. I don't want to risk passing through the lobby, so instead I climb out of the window of an empty room on the first floor. Damn! I thought you're supposed to be weak. So yeah, I guess that one outing, well, last time when he decided to keep his promise really messed him up. Because now he's back to normal Shiki. Finally, I make it to the gate. I had to take a bit of a detour through the garden to avoid detection, so it took a little longer than I would have liked. Of course, Arcueid is here already.
お待たせ。とりあえず移動しよう、アルクエイド。屋敷の周りにいると、琥珀さんに見つかっちまう。
え？ああ、うん。行くなら早く行こっか。
Why is she like, huh? Oh, alright, yeah. Her response is surprisingly flat compared to how bouncy and energetic she was earlier.
なんだよ、らしくないな。俺を待ってる間に、また何かあったのか？
別に何もなかったけど。
Don't lie to me. In spite of my tone, her head seems to be up in the clouds.
もしかして、昼間だから体調が悪いのか？
That's right. She's kind of immortal in the night, but or technically, or I don't really know. But if he took off his glasses, would he see lines on her now?
無理をしてまで出歩く必要はないんだ。苦しいのならやめにしても。
Yeah, he would totally see lines on her now because, like, that's how he killed her the first time.
体調は良好なんだけどね。ちょっとこの塀を見ていたら、昨日のことを思い出しちゃって。
Man, I kind of wish she explained other things to her too, like him getting attacked.
昨日のことって、公園で俺をずっと待ってたこと？
Arcueid nods meekly.
昨日の夜はここを全力で飛び越えて、そのまま式の部屋に忍び込んだんだけど、今にして思うと不思議だなって。
Why is it strange? It is strange actually, but why does she think it's strange?
どうして私、あの時あんなに怒ってたんだろう。約束の一つぐらい、今まで何度も果たせなかったのに。
I think she's realizing her feelings. Arcueid folds her hands together as she ponders the mystery.
あ、そうだ。式ならわかるかな。いつも私をバカバカって言い伏せるんだから、これぐらいわかるでしょ？
Oh man, that seems like a salty blow right there.
あのな。
If Arcueid doesn't know, then there's no way I would know. But if I were to wager a guess, It's because she's selfish. It's because she wants revenge. It's because she's a vampire. I don't know any of these, to be honest. They're definitely going to lead to 3 different things. I'll say because she wants revenge.
そうだな。俺に復讐したいからじゃないか。
復讐？私が式に？
I don't feel like any of these will lead to bad ends, but I feel like they'll all probably lead to the same thing. But well, I'll just go with it.
俺は一度アルクエイドを殺しているだろう。ブローブの件で許してはもらったけど、あれはあくまで元に戻せない代わりの補填というか、借金は返せたけど、借りていた時にかけた迷惑は残っているというか。
ん？差し引きがあっているならいいんじゃないの？
Well, that was wrong. I wouldn't say we're even at all. You can't expect the slate to be wiped clean just from being her bodyguard for a day. When I asked her not to lay a hand on humans, she did me one better by ensuring no harm came to the city. If you ask me, paying my debt 1,000 times over still wouldn't be enough.
そうだな。感情的な話なんだ、きっと。殺された時のことを思い出すとムカつくだろう。やっぱり許せない。いつかやり返してやるって。
やり返したい気持ちはないでもないけど。だってシキ、一度も待ち合わせ時間を守ってくれないし、そういうところ、今もどうかと思ってるし。
Yeah, I have strict family, you know, strict health, stuff like that. It's outside my reach sometimes. Hey, I've only been late twice out of the 2 times we decided to meet. Also, did she just admit that she liked to get even with me one day? That's kind of horrifying. I better make sure I revive on time from now on.
まあ、そういう前提があるからお前は怒ったんだろうし、俺を憎らしく思ったんじゃないか。
No, it's the opposite.
憎らしく。確かにそうかも。私、誰かとこんなに話したことなかったからわからないけど。
She's a shut-in vampire. Arcueid hangs her head as she contemplates the situation in complete silence.
じゃあ、シキは私のこと嫌いなのかな？
If only it were that easy. Huh? Wait, what? What? Arcueid's sneak attack nearly brings my brain to a stop, but then I remember we're still at the front gate of the estate. It's a bright and sunny day, and I'm fully accustomed to her ambushes after this morning's wake-up call. With that grounding me, I say,
バカなこと聞くな。好きも嫌いもない。だいたい、俺がお前を嫌いだって言ったらどうする気なんだ。
Oh, whoops.
そんなの力ずくで協力させるけど
Yeah, I never had a choice.
ほら見ろ。好きも嫌いも関係ないじゃないか。感情と目的は別。協力関係ってそういうことだろ。
Seems like I managed to get through with her to her with that. At her core, Arcueid prizes rationality and efficiency. It just shows how much yesterday must have pissed her off. She's still riled up, to such a degree that she let a silly question like that bother her. Alright, fine. As long as it doesn't wind up endangering my life. I'll entertain whatever whim she's got today.
疑問は評価しましたか？なら、さっさと移動しよう。
Even if we haven't decided on a destination yet, we should at least get away from the Tohno estate. This hill overlooking the city contains nothing but the mansion and some woods, neither of which is the kind of playground Arcueid is probably looking for. Hey, you want to play in the woods? For now, we'll just head to the station in the middle of the town. Hey ho, it's down the road we go! Arcueid skips down the slope ahead of me. She's like a kid excited to go on her first errand.
ところでシキ、今日は服装が違うのね。いつもの黒い服はどうしたの？
That's for school and you didn't let me go!
いつもの黒い服って。
Actually, I wonder what casual Shiki is. I think that's probably the look he had in the opening. Right, in her mind, my school uniform and I practically come as a pair. Although I'd argue our uniform is more of a dark navy, I'd really wish if she'd stop taking every chance to paint me as some kind of emo kid.
あのな、昼間っから学生服で出てこられるか。で、じゃない。今日は特別な今までとは違う街の探索なんだろ。
Special day.
だからこっちもちょい上品な私服に着替えてきたんだよ。
Wait, this seems like it progressed. I want to see this flowchart. Alright, yeah, they all lead to that. So let's go back and see what happens if we give some of the other answers. You see, it's because she's a vampire.
いや、俺に聞かれても。アルクエドは吸血鬼なんだから、俺たちとは考え方が違うんだろうし。
She's gonna be like, oh, you keep saying I'm different because I'm a vampire.
何よそれ。私の思考のひな形は人間と同じなんだから、四季と大して違ってないんですけ
You
ど。
primates.
猫とネズミぐらいの違いなんですけど。
Isn't that a massive difference? Well, I suppose they're both vertebrates, except one is a hunter and the other is its prey. I guess I don't need to ask which of us is in this scenario. Which of us is in which in this scenario? Yeah, I'm really scared, bro.
まあそんなことは別にしても、他人の感情なんてわからないよ。自分の感情さえ確かじゃないんだから。
Oh, whoops.
そうね。私だって四季がどんな人かわからないし、わかる必要なんてないもの。四季なんかに聞いた私が浅はかでした。
Clearly an idiot. Arcueid turns away in a huff. I think I just made her angry, but the conversation seems to have come to some sort of conclusion. Alright. Well, I guess we'll go to the other one. Yeah, so the vampire thing is exactly as I expected. Shiki, you a dum-dum. Okay, here is... I think it was because she's selfish. And I'm not exactly sure what that is supposed to
単
imply.
にアルクエイドは怒りやすいだけなんじゃないか。
Is she gonna have the same face as the vampire one?
基本的にわがままな性格しているからな。
I can only call it like I see it.
そっか。言われてみればそうかも。私、四季に殺されてからすっごく感情的になってるみたいだし。
You're right, I am selfish. Arcueid nods along, somehow pleased with that conclusion. I'm less convinced that that's the right answer, but if Arcueid is satisfied, I guess it's settled. Okay.
なるほど。
So
特別だものね。
the longest choice was actually I forgot which one it was. It was because she wanted revenge. Oh god, I keep spoiling myself. Look at this cutest. Okay, I see. So it's special, huh? Oh, wait, let's see. So to be fair, I just swapped out my sneakers for some leather shoes, but at least it's something. Yeah, okay. Because every time I catch up, it skips another line. Oh, I see where this is going. She's like, oh, you need special clothes? I need special clothes. Arcueid pauses, as if she just thought of something.
四季、そこでストップして、周り右して目をつむって。そうね。10秒。3秒でいいから。
I'm gonna be naked for 3 seconds. Please look away.
回れ右って後ろを向けってこと？
She says it so casually that I don't even think twice about following her orders. 1, 2, 3. I spin around and close my eyes. The moment I do, my thoughts catch up and I start wondering what the hell I'm doing.
見てなさい。私も負けないから。
Huh? Outdone? In what? Suddenly, I feel a strange gust of wind swirl behind my back.
おい、これに何の意味か。
Oh, it's so cute. This outfit gives me a lot of Alice Kuonji vibes. Oh, it's so fluffy. And it is like, I don't know if it's winter yet. I think it's like late fall, so it would be understandably cold. This is the thing that I should have used against Vlove. My thoughts and words come to an abrupt halt. Jeez.
どう？昼間なら戦うこともないし、これくらい着込んでいても邪魔にならないかなって。
She's really cute. I gape in stunned silence. Holy shit. This can't be real. What the hell is this new look of hers? Is that fur and a bow? How does she change in the blink of an eye? No, where did she even get this form? None of that matters. She looks good. Devastatingly good. There's still a conservative look to it. Like it doesn't go overboard.
ねえ、私普段と違う私になってる？かわいい？
Stop it. My heart can take only so much. What are you saying? How do I even respond to that? Is it cute? She asks. Like she hasn't just transcended all known dimensions of cuteness. This is beyond comprehension, beyond human intellect even. Don't tell me all vampires come with perfect date outfits. She was already so cute I could die and she still outdoes herself. What is she, a fashion model? God, she's like the fluffiest rabbit given human form. It's actually a cat. I just want to take a picture and treasure it forever. Are you just using every cheat code imaginable? You monster! See? She's a cat! I told you!
黙ってちゃいいか悪いかもわからないんですけど。特別な日なんだから、これくらいの方がいいのよね、四季。
So, like, I know she can conjure stuff up. Are her ears real? Like, did she conjure those, or is it just in our imagination?
いいか悪いかって。お。
It's bad. Really, really bad. In fact, for my mental stability, it is. I should deny it on the behalf of all humankind so that she can no longer wreak havoc on us. But I wonder if there's anyone on this earth who could deny Arcueid when she looks this fine. I grit my teeth. I gotta fight every urge to raise my white flag and surrender. Pulling together every last shred of dignity in me, I utter a response.
まあ、それくらいなら問題はない。
Come on, Shiki. Come on. Though I struggle, I manage to preserve humanity's dignity. Good enough for me. Smooth. Her earlier play might have broken through my defenses and done some damage, but I regained the high ground. There's no reason for me to panic any further. Okay. Right now, I've got to pull myself together and rein her in like usual.
よし。アルクエイド、行きたいところとかあるのか？
わからないから四季に任せるわ。
Alright, let's go home.
どこか適当なところに連れて行って。
Let's go to school. Wherever I'd like, huh? He's clearly the kind of person who says that anything's fine when you ask them what they want for dinner. It sounds simple enough, but in truth, having this much freedom only ups the difficulty. I have no clue what kind of place Arcueid would like to visit, but I'm going to have to think of something before we get to the station. At least I've got enough in my wallet to cover whatever we do. Where should we go to? Movie theater? Gloomy back alley sounds good. Weather's nice, how about walk through the park? Gloomy back alley sounds good. Do you remember the first place we met? Or at least talked? Am I losing it? Nah, I'm perfectly sane. This has to be the best choice for our outing. And more than anything, it's my chance to fulfill a desire that's smoldered in my chest ever since the night we fought Vlo.
お手をどうぞ、お姫様。常識知らずという意味で箱入り娘なお前にふさわしい。
Damn, I skipped it by accident. Nyanto! I reverently hold out my hand and offer her a deep bow. Arcueid's eyelids flutter in confusion. I can just imagine her ears are like twitching. Her cat ears, of course.
すっごく楽しみ。どんな素敵なところか期待してるね、四季。
Damn, he's such a troll. I'll take you to the most imaginable place ever. She gives me a hand and a little squeeze of gratitude as she takes it into hers, her smile full of excitement. I can't wait. She's gonna have that like, god damn it, Shiki face. That said, it's not like I've held her hand all the way here. All that was just to set the mood, to make her feel like I was inviting her to some fancy ball. We're almost there. Once we leave the main street, we'll reach the back alley, far removed from the people's gazes.
何？どうかした、四季？
いや、周りからの視線がすごくて、夜はここまで注目を集めてなかったのに。
ああ、それは仕方ないかも。自然保護、今薄くしているの。 私一人なら昼間でも人の意識には止まらないけど、今は四季と一緒だから。
You know why it's weak? It's because he killed me.
あ、もしかして問題ある？
ちなみにその自然保護とやらを最大にすると。
四季にも私の印象が薄く見えちゃうかな。
Huh, I'm alone. I should just go to school.
そのままでいい。これは俺の心の狭さの問題だった。
This is all making more sense now. Arcueid's the cause of all these glances we've been getting. There's nothing wrong with that, of course. She's absolutely stunning. I knew the second I first laid eyes on her. And that fact that I'm here while she's drawing all these wistful stares from random passerbyers is kind of satisfying in its own way. But...
急ごう、アルクエイド。今日はお前を独り占めしたい。
My possessiveness, or rather my curiosity, assumes full control. Oh man, she looks really cute. Before she can react, I take her hand in mine and hurry us along our destination. I can't wait. I want to see her reaction to this. Even got the crows, bro.
さあ、ここが都会の社交会場だよ。
He sounds so done. He's like, yeah, here we are.
さすがに特殊性癖すぎない？
Oh man. Ouch! He doesn't allow me a second to explain myself before laying into me. Forget about me. Apologize to all the professionals you just slandered who used this alleyway, princess. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I wasn't getting the context.
まあ待ちなさい、アルクエイド君。ここで俺がどんなリクエストをすると？
ドレスに着替えろって言うんでしょ？その後撮影会とかする。
マジかよ、どこまで察しがいいんだ、その根拠は。
I didn't realize that was his motive. Oh my god. Oh my god.
そういう目をした。
That's hardly enough to go on. Oh my god. He's like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Now Arcueid, change! She must have obtained her intel beforehand. Not many people know of this place. It would have been... Arihiko?
いやー、俺もたまたま知った口なんだ。寝る前にネットを見てたら、ここ1年くらい前に映画のロケ地に使われてたんだって。
I love how now we're seeing Shiki again because he's like, glasses on.
それ以来、たまにはアマチュアの写真家たちがモデルの卵たちといい絵を撮りに。
コスプレってやつでしょ？知ってるから。取り繕わなくて結構です。
取り繕ってないよ。正しい情報を伝えたくて。
Yikes! Something that could have turned me into a pulp just crashed into the wall next to me. And I'm talking crashed.
ごめんなさい。よく聞こえなかった。何かバカなことでも言ってた？
Actually, what did he say specifically? Oh no, I'm just telling you the facts.
いえ、何も。
何も。
それで、四季は何を考えて、あんな芝居がかった真似までして。
Arcueid's judgmental gaze stabs me right in the chest. But she isn't disgusted or angry. Ooh. If anything, she's just disappointed with me. Aw, how could I be so stupid? It's Arcueid we're talking about. I should have just been straightforward about what I wanted.
ごめん。ブローブと戦った時に着ていたあのドレスをもう一度見たかったんだ。
I'm not gonna lie, it looks very good, but like she looks really cute now too. I lay my true intentions bare.
もう初めから素直にそう言えばよかったのに。危うくここでリベンジ仕掛けるところだったわ。
Oh, moving right past what getting even would have entailed.
あの服に着替えてくれるのか？
四季が見たいって言うのならいいけど、後ろを向いて目をつむっていて。もう5日前のレシピだし、思い出すのに数秒かかりそうだから。
It's a recipe. I immediately follow her orders. Oh, I'm not sure if she felt shy about wearing the dress, or if she was simply embarrassed about putting it on again after she lost the love in it. But looking at her face now, there's no one in the world who could tell me that it wasn't worth it. he's like, yes, yes, yes. We really got a photo shoot, bro. Huh? Okay, yeah, that was worth. Worth.
想像してたよりなんかすっごく楽しかった。
Arcueid twirls around, obviously in high spirits. She was reluctant at first, but you wouldn't know it from her confident grin. She might even have the makings of a professional model.
ああ、思う存分撮らせてもらった。っていうか、携帯のカメラ機能をこんなに使ったのは初めてだ。こんな綺麗なドレス、俺の人生じゃ生で見られる機会はそうそうないからつい興奮。
Oh my god! It didn't even occur to me. Vampires don't show up in this shit. He's taking a photo of an invisible person. No, no! Every last one of the pictures is super blurry.
あ、言い忘れていたけど、この服だと私、写真にはうまく写らないかも。吸血鬼は鏡に映らないって話、知らない？
聞いたことはある。
What? Why?
けど写真だぞ、データだぞ。鏡とは違うんじゃないのか、その辺。
人の認知出力を通さない点で言うと、写真の方がより鏡に近いんじゃない？肖像画ならその時の姿のままちゃんと残るんでしょうけど。
Time to get those art skills up. So I need to paint a picture, huh? Sorry, but I'm not sure I have what it takes to clear that hurdle.
お披露目はこれで気が済んだ？なら次はこっちのリクエストを聞いてもらおうかな。
Time for me to take pictures of you.
もちろんいいけど、どんな？
I wonder if she can actually give us glows. Why the sudden change of tone? Arcueid pulls my right arm close.
行きたいところ思いついちゃった。
And with that big smile plastered on her face, she once again does something insane. Whoosh! I'm assailed by the memories of last time she sees me and wall jumped up a building. Except this time, you can hardly even call it a jump. This girl has us airborne, clearing the surrounding buildings in a single bound. Whoa! And just like that, she proudly lands on the rooftop in broad daylight. I'm just glad people don't usually hang out on rooftops, so we do all this without making a scene. Actually, I'm kind of curious. This should be its own thing. Oh yeah, it's still the gloomy back alley. It's just kind of long, so I'm kind of surprised.
お前な、飛ぶ前に一言ぐらい。
はい、お待たせしました、お客様。
Oh, she's treating us like the royalty now.
誰もいない秘密の社交会場にようこそ。
You got me. I'm speechless. Arcueid giggles as she lets go of my arm. Looks like she enjoyed giving me a taste of my own medicine. If this is our own exclusive venue, then she's really outdone herself.
くそ。ほんと、やられたらやり返す性格だよな。
Yeah, I'm never letting go of your arm. Because if I let go, you'll die.
もちろん。だってそうじゃないとシキを捕まえられなかったでしょ。
True.
まあな。それは確かに。
She's just so captivating that words escape me. I can't with this girl. Worst of all, she has no idea. There was no need for all this. That dazzling smile alone is enough to steal anyone's heart.
けど、なんだってビルの屋上なんだよ。高いところ好きなのか？
前は夜だったし、火の手も上がってたし、なんでもない街の風景を一緒に見たかったの。
The right way.
それにシキは人気のない場所が好きみたいだから。ほら、ここも邪魔は入らないよ。
She's so close, but she's not activating Shiki's desire to kill. It's like she laid an ambush for my heart. My heart is beating rapidly, and no longer just because I got shot in the sky at who knows at what speed. Slowly, the atmosphere compels me to reach for her. She pulls me in like the tide, drawing my hand towards her without a thought or reason.
すみません。ここ私有地なんですけど。
I didn't expect that, man. I didn't expect it. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Whoa!
A stranger pops out of nowhere.
君は一体どこから？
どこって、初めからいました。先輩。やっぱり頭悪いんですね。
He calls him senpai, so I know like we've seen her several times, but like we've always seen her just randomly in the street or like in an alley.
失礼。つい口が滑りました。
Oh, that was a slip. The senpai, so like we're older than her. But
や
why
っ
is she
ぱ
not
り
in
目が
school?
悪いんですね。よく見てください。
I cast my gaze around the rooftop. Oh my god, she's just camping out. What the heck? Oh my god. Sure enough, a tent has been set up beside the building's water tower, probably as a shelter from the wind. Was she in there?
やっと気づきましたか。不注意にも程があります。全身至るところ鈍ってるんじゃないですか。
My eyes are actually very sharp, a little bit too sharp.
それとも恋人とのデートで浮かれてるんですか。
Yes. I'm assuming that she didn't see us fly up here and just assumed we took some stairs. I'd appreciate it if she kept the scandalous accusations to a minimum. Who knows what'll happen if Arcueid gets carried away? She's like, yeah. Wait, that's not the issue here.
なんでこんなところにテントを？そもそも君、俺のことを知ってるのか？
I'm as dense as usual. Pretty sure I've never met this girl before.
中学同じでした。家具中。
Oh, they actually knew Oh, I did not know that at all.
先輩は3年生で、私は1年生でしたけど、面識はありません。保健室で何回かすれ違ったぐらい。
Damn, she has a good memory then. I guess that makes sense. Kagu is short for Kaguraoka Middle School, which I did attend.
でも、それなら今は学校じゃ。
So she should be
一
in middle
身上の
school.
都合で休学中です。家にも居づらいので、ここでニートしています。せっかく属性を忘れていたのに、ドレス服の美女を連れた情けない先輩がやってきて、
With your pretty
うん
lady
ざりして
friend.
います。
So she's one of those types. Gotta say, she picked quite the spot to hide away from the world. Is this the a modern equivalent of being a mountain hermit?
あと、なんでこんなところにという権利があるのはこっちです。ここ、うちのビルですから。
Is it
通報
actually?
しますね。
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Things are really starting to go downhill. You could try to make a break for it, but she's already knows my name and my face. We're most definitely trespassing. I don't really have an excuse, but isn't she also trespassing? Unless she has the permission to camp out here. Even if I was brought here against my will by a stubborn spoiled princess who hates not getting the last word.
ふーん。通報するの？
Mystic Eyes time.
いえ、言ってみただけです。そこの人のにやけ顔が勘に触ったのでつい。別に何も見てませんから。続きは隣のビルでしてください。
You can
こ
do
こ
your
にいられると迷惑です。
you can do your building hopping stuff. Just not this one, please. I'm sleeping. You know how important sleep is. The girl walks back into her tent.
ごめん、お騒がせして。それで、君の名前は？
I shout after her. The girl stops and glances over her shoulder.
ミオ。最近ミオです。
Oh, she's a psyche. Oh, and she left home because of family troubles. Oh.
別に覚えてなくていいです。
Oh, jeez. I mean, if Goto's your family, then that I would also be, I'd also be like, oh man, yeah, family sucks. Sure enough, her last name sounds familiar. Oh, God. She's a psyche. Wait, if she's a psyche, I mean, it depends on her relationship with the Tohnos. But does that mean she could technically be eligible to live in the mansion. Our private party comes to an end without us moving to another roof. I think we both came to the realization that we better be off inside of a building than on top of one. At least that way there'd be shops to browse. That, and we both recognized that we might have gotten a little overexcited after it was bluntly pointed out by a third party. About 2 hours have passed since then. We spent some time looking around the department stores by the station at Arcueid's insistence, as she continued to have a bouncing ball of curiosity. Or, to be a bouncing ball. I visited plenty of times before, but everything must have been totally new and exciting to Arcueid. There were no more major incidents after that, but I like to think that she enjoyed our little window shopping excursion. Okay, so this should be the end of the segment, and we should be going back to, back to plot, or rather, back to when all the choices converge. So right now we're in a bakery-esque place, delicious company. So here, yeah, so I'm assuming all of these will lead to here. So let's try out the other options. I will have to say I really enjoyed that option. It was not only really cute, but also really funny as well. And we actually learned some vital stuff. The fact that that girl's name is Psyche Mio. Okay, the weather's nice. How about a walk through the park? Or a movie? Let's go to the movie theater first. It's not like this is actually a date, but there's no harm in going for the tried and true movie date. You won't get bored as long as the movie is decent, and discussing it afterwards lets you get a read of the other person's tastes and preferences. Not a bad idea, if I say so myself. Movies are at their best in a theater, and just so we're clear, this is absolutely not a date. I'm going to title this episode, The Date. the Tony Music Group.
ここはいつも賑やかね。何があるのかはよく知らないけど、娯楽施設が集中してるってことでしょ?
That is indeed correct, my dear Arcueid. Side by side, Arcueid and I have traversed the sunlit city. On the way, and now even, I've been acutely aware of the stares we've been attracting to as we make our way down the street. It's no mystery as to why Arcueid is a sight to behold, a once-in-a-lifetime beauty. But the more people stare at us, the more self-conscious I become. I'm even too preoccupied to answer her endless stream of questions.
ねえ、聞いているの、シキ。これからどこに行くのかって聞いてるんだけど、
We're
私。
going to somewhere.
聞いてる。というか、もう着いた。ほら、
Cinemas,
あれが目
Soya
的の
SS.
映画館だ。
映画館。映画を見ようってことなんだ。
I knew things were, wait, what? I knew things were going to, I'm pretty sure that's a typo. I don't think things should be written twice. I knew things were going to, I'm just gonna say I knew things were going too smoothly. Her Highness is clearly not in the mood for a movie. But we've come this far, and I'm not about to change tracks now. From the start, it's not like I had any way of knowing where a vampire would actually want to go. So, she can complain all she wants, but I'm not giving up the charge.
いいから入るぞ。不満があるならここで別行動すればいいだろう。
まあ、不満はないけど。
Arcueid follows me inside with a pointed side. She's sulking, her shoulders slumped with disinterest, as if she's berating me for my incompetence.
チケットを買ってくるけど、何を見る？今やってるのは、恋愛ものと恋愛ものと恋愛ものと。
What's with these sugar sweet lineups? Is this a cinema or a candy store?
ふざけてるな。俺も帰りたくなってきた。
私はどれでもいいわ。なんかどれも同じみたいだもの。退屈でも我慢する。これも乗りかかった船でしょ?
Actually, I kind of want to go to the back alley now. She parries with a phrase she must have picked up somewhere. This is my fault for not looking up the movie schedule ahead of time.
めんぼくない。できるだけ面白そうなの選んでくる。
The line is short, so it isn't long before it's my turn to buy the tickets. Arcueid isn't just a vampire, but a foreigner too. She probably enjoys a foreign film more than she would a Japanese one, so I'll go with a French flick. We got 10 minutes until the movie starts. Okay.
お待たせ。上演時間まで10分空いてるから そこの喫茶店にでも入ろう。日差しの下にいるの辛いだろ。
もう昼間だから辛いとか眠いとかそういうの関係ないって言ってるでしょ。10分ならここで問題ないわ。次に吸血鬼だろみたいなこと言ったら怒るからね。
She went from 0 to 100 in the second flat. To be fair, I might have been a little overbearing. Arcueid is built way tougher than I am, so it makes sense that my overprotectiveness has started to get on her nerves.
了解。じゃあここで時間を潰そう。
We move closer to the wall of the department store. Arcueid's eyes are firmly affixed on the passing crowds. She's still pouting. The department store that houses an unknown 8th floor that is no longer in use because Vlov is freaking dead. From off to the side, I steal a glance at her. If I'd known she sulked this much, I would have chosen someplace else. Maybe the park would have been better, or I could have gone big and taken her to an amusement park. Then I might have been spared this disapproval painted on her face. But dude, she's not gonna be amused from that because her life is a roller coaster, and she can hop from building to building. What's more fun than that?
シキ、私退屈。何か言って。
Do something. There it is. Dance for me, peasant. What am I, her jester?
だからどこのお姫様だよお前は。何かって例えば何？
しりとりとか？
Ah, the word game. Gotcha.
は？
Huh? I furrow my brow. Where did she even get that idea from? Ah, that explains it. A young couple is playing the word game not too far away from us. Beloved, Deal Lanier, Reaffirm, Montesquieu. I don't know how to pronounce some of these. The bizarre chain of words they're forming is enough to make anyone's head spin. But the way they're acting is so... I'm trying not to cringe picturing myself doing that.
やめよう。しりとりは良くない。
なんで？映画待ちのカップルはしりとりをするものだってあの人たち言ってたけど。
そんなのはただのザレ言だ。気にするな。だいたいしりとりで時間つぶしなんて旧時代にも程がある。携帯でネットニュースでも漁ってなさい。
I don't have a phone.
そうなの？でも楽しそうだよ。あの
手の二人組は何やっても楽しそうなの。そもそもしりとりは苦手なんだ。やってると悲しくなる。それだけは何があっても却下だからな。
シキ、しりとりに弱いんだ。語彙少ないの？
Are you small brain?
弱いんじゃなくて苦手なんだよ。ていうかつまんないだろ、言葉をつなげても。いい。5分前だしそろそろ入ろう。これチケットな。中に入るときに見せればいい。券の半分を取られるけどそれが決まりなんだから怒ったりしちゃダメだぞ。
それぐらい知ってるわ。シキは私のこと何にも知らない女だって思ってるのね。
Yes.
ああ、いやなんとなく。あんまり人間社会のことを知らないのかなって。
知識だけならきちんと蓄えているって言わなかったかしら。私映画館のことぐらい知ってるわ。
Arcueid turns away with a huff and enters the theater. I messed up. Coming to the cinema was my idea, but all it did was bore her even more. Aw. But it's a good movie though. Oh, are we done with the movie? We exit the theater. The movie we watched, a romance, shockingly wasn't dull, but I wouldn't say it was particularly interesting either. It was a quintessential French movie, all focused on the atmosphere with little to no action or drama. Arcueid seems bored. Arcueid walks next to me in absolute silence. This awkwardness is killing me. If only there had been action or horror in the lineup, then maybe she'd enjoy herself.
あのさ、アルクエイド。今日のはたまたま向いてな。
I think she loved the movie, man.
すっごく面白かったね、シキ。
And she's so moved that she's giving it a rave review?
いや。
I know these things are a matter of personal taste, but super duper amazing? Seriously?
参ったな。聞くのと見るのとじゃ大違いなんだもん。
Yeah, I was there when the actual thing was being filmed because, you know, I'm European.
そりゃ知識としては知っていたけど、そんなのさまつな空想でしかなかったみたい。暗がりっていうのがいいのかな。大きい音などにうるさくなかったし、四季が隣にいるのも楽しかったし。でも何より内容が良かったよね。よくもまあ架空の話をあそこまで作り上げられるものだなって驚いたわ。あの情景の細かさに比べたら私の作るイメージなんて子供騙しみたいなものだし、本当に感心しちゃった。
Well, now we've expanded your imagination. You can make those clothes as well. Arcueid is smiling from the... Wait, Arcueid's... I think that's a typo. It would be Arcueid smiling from the bottom of her heart, not Arcueid is smiling. Or... Yeah, it's the apostrophe S and the is. They're the same... Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Looks like she's legitimately enjoyed that highbrow love story.
そうなのか。まあエッフェル塔もどきの建物は確かに見応えあったけど。
Though wasn't it basically a ripoff of the Tokyo Skytrain? Yeah, of course, the Eiffel Tower is a ripoff of the Tokyo Tower.
あれ？仕切ったら冴えない顔してる。もしかしてつまんなかった？
いや、つまらなくはなかったけど、普通だなって。あれだったら他にもっと面白いものがあるし。
There are better movies out there that was only standard. Woohoo! In a world for entertainment.
だってさっきのすごく良かったよ。
総合点は低いんじゃないかな。今は時期を外しているからやってないけど、大作の映画はあの数倍退屈しないぞ。はっきり言ってさっき見たのは中の芸ぐらいのランクだよ。
Shiki, we're going back in. No.
びっくり。
Whoa.
わかりやすい感情表現をするんだな、アルクエイド。
To be honest, I'm more stunned than surprised. Based on her attitude going in, I was figuring that she'd be bitching and moaning about it, but instead, she's over the moon, giddy like a wide-eyed child.
残念だな。昨日までなら文句なしにいい映画がやってたんだ。そんなに喜ぶと知っていれば夜のうちに連れてきてたのに。
Yeah, if I made it there. Not because I want her gratitude or anything. I'm just genuinely curious how much bigger her smile would be if I'd taken her to see something more fun.
そっか。間が悪いんだね。
Arcueid's shoulders slump in disappointment.
本当だな。なんだか空振ってばっかりだ。
I sigh and drop my shoulders as well. If only I'd known. I would have loved to see Arcueid that excited for just a little longer. Okay, so this will probably lead into the cafe. And but let's see what happens if we just go take a walk in the park. Yep. So all these are just different date options. And none of them are significant. I think the one unless this one's really good, I'm actually probably gonna stick with the alleyway one because we get to learn about new details, so that's really cool. But here, let's the weather's nice. How about we walk through the park? I felt like the movie one was gonna be a bust, but it turned out pretty good. The weather's nice today, so I might as well take her to the park. We could stroll around until we're feeling nice and relaxed and then hang around the station afterwards. Look, Chiki, it's a dog. I don't like dogs, I like cats. So we enter the park. It's a weekday morning, but there's still plenty of people out and about. Office workers in their suits, mothers with their children, and a few couples just a bit older than me.
昼間だと人が多いんだ。四季とは何度も来てるところだけど、なんだか別の場所みたい。
Despite her disinterest in inflection, there's a sparkle of excitement in her eyes. It seems the park was a right call.
あんなところにお店が開いてる。四季、あれは何を売ってるところ？
Arcueid points towards the shop, her face full of wonder. Takoyaki? Oh no, it's Baskin Robbins. No, Skin Ribbons, yes. They're manning an ice cream truck on the other side of the fountain.
あれは季節外れのアイスクリーム屋。冷たいものは体に悪いから、とりあえず我慢してくれ。
Don't tell me what to do! I nip her demands in the bud before they have a chance to sprout. Eating some ice cream under the autumn sky honestly doesn't sound too bad. We have a long day ahead of us. I prefer to avoid shocking my digestive system. That said, there is this weird feeling I can't shake. Speaking of shakes, we can get one from the ice cream shop. As we wander around, I can't seem to settle down.
ねえシキ、ここの人たちってシキの知り合い？
いや、平日に学校をサボって遊び回る知り合いは一人しかいないけど、どうして？
みんな私たちを見てるからシキの知り合いなのかなって。
They're staring at you because you're beautiful.
なるほど。違和感の正体はそれか。
The situation's finally become clear. I was looking for a nice place to sit, a spot with some shade, a good view, and not too many people around, but we keep drawing glances. Needless to say, it's not me they're looking at, it's Arcueid. It totally slipped my mind. After all, Arcueid is my vampire hunting partner, and well, a vampire herself. That's why I've been trying not to pay too much attention to her looks, but there's no hiding the fact that she's drop dead gorgeous. Of course she'll draw attention walking around in a public park. And all the men giving her lingering looks are most definitely waiting for a chance to make their move.
アルクエイド、場所を変えよう。
I take her hand into mine and pull her in close, as if to shield her from their prying looks. The quicker we get to the other end of the park, the better. Oh, it's the same park as the one they meet up at. Ah, I see. The rest area that we normally use as a meeting place is a lot less busy compared to the space around the fountain. It's a little regrettable that we were more or less forced into coming here instead, but it's better than the alternative.
しばらくここで時間を潰そう。飲み物が欲しいなら何か買ってくるけど、リクエストはある。
Finally letting go of her hand, I turn around to face her.
水が飲みたいけどいい？
了解。それじゃあベンチに座っててくれ。と、そこいらのやつに声をかけられたら適当に聞き流すように。くれぐれも相手にしないこと。
I do a little sprint to the nearest vending machine. Guess there's no other choice. Only water would be pretty dull, and that ice cream stand is still open. Aw, he's going the extra mile. Noon comes and goes, and we're still at the park. I suggested that we hang out near the station, but Arcueid says she'd rather stay and look around here. From our bench at the edge, she has a perfect view of the entire area. There's a small procession of pigeons passing by. It's lunchtime now, so I'm seeing a lot more people in suits than before. Also noticed a few students that seem to be around my age. And like before, there are plenty of cute, carefree children running around and playing. Arcueid observes the picturesque sight in silence. Her expression doesn't carry her usual wide-eyed innocence, nor does it have the same cold indifference from when she fought the dead apostle.
変なこと聞いていいか？
シキが変じゃないときはないと思うけど。
You're always weird, Shiki. Everything you say is weird.
アルクエイドは変な質問大好きってことだな。いや、そこはいいけど。
If I were anything but weird, I wouldn't be hanging out with her in the first place.
お前、人間に関心はないって言ってたけど、あれ、正しくないんじゃない？だってお前、人間嫌いじゃないよな。
Whether she likes us is a separate issue entirely, of course.
やっぱり変な話だった。シキはどうしてそう思うの？
Why? Because there's no way someone with an expression like that could hate us.
いや、なんとなく。別にそうだったらいいなとか、それならもっと助けてくれとか、そういうことじゃないぞ。お前がそんな優しい生き物じゃないことはよくわかってる。何しろ、地面ごとドカーンなやつだから。
Miss smashes the ground into a 40-meter deep crater.
失礼ね。優しくしてますよーと。ただ、ちょっと加減が難しいだけです。
There we go. Arcueid isn't herself unless she's at least this animated. It's better that I forget the feeling from before. Peace is never an option. Honestly, I may have accidentally killed the conversation a little bit. It doesn't feel awkward or anything. It just seems like Arcueid wants some silence, so I'm happy to go along.
ねえ、シキ。
ぼーっとしてるのは飽きたか？ なら町に戻って飯でも食べようか。
別にそういうんじゃないけど、さっきの一体何なのかなって思って。
Earlier, does she mean my weird question?
わからないな。さっきのって何のこと？
だからシキが私の手を握ったこと。シキには何度か触れられてるけど、それは理由があってのことでしょ。けどさっきのは理由がなかったから、何だったのかなって。
Is to keep the prying eyes away.
何だったのかなって。
The answer isn't something I can articulate.
別に理由はなかったけど。
Or rather, it's something I prefer to keep to myself.
あれもなんとなくだよ。いいだろ。手を握るなんて今更大したことじゃないし。ああいう突発的なことって割とあるんだよ、人間っていうのは。
Not a big deal. How lewd.
そうなんだ。理由のないことが割と多いなんて、シキって無駄が多いんだね。
Yeah, I killed you without a reason. At least I don't know the reason yet, too.
理由がないイコール無駄が多いという意見には異議を申し立てるけどな。実行に移る際の工程が一つ少ないんだぞ。むしろ無駄がないだろう。まあそれで物事がうまくいくかは博打だけど。
なるほど。
She's either appalling my conclusion or fed up with me. Whichever it is, she turns her gaze back to the fountain.
ねえシキ、関係のないことを聞くけど、シキにもああいう時があったの？
It takes me a moment to even realize what she's asking. Like a fountain? Her eyes are trained on the kids frolicking around the park. She must be wondering if I was the same when I was younger. Oh, okay. I don't remember my memories from then.
どうかな。確かに子供の頃は遊び回ってたけど、それは屋敷の中だけの話でさ。
And I was always with Akiha and them. I never got the chance to play with random strangers like these kids do. In a way, it was like being raised in a sterilized room, removed from the outside world.
そういうアルクエイドはどうなんだよ。言いにくかったら言わなくていいけど。
If vampires don't even have a childhood, it's probably a rude to bring that sort of thing up.
シキの想像通り、幼年期の思い出はないよ。個体として弱い時代は眠っていたから、主な活動時間は私という生命が一番優れている。
Oh,
この状
wow.
態だけだもの。
Interesting.
だから、ちょっと不思議に思ったんだ。幼年期や老年期なんていう無駄な時間を、どうしてあなたたちは過ごせるんだろうって。
The question seems to be aimed more at herself than at me.
なんでもない。こんな風に無作為に時間を浪費するのなんて初めてだから、思考が誤作動しちゃったみたい。
Arcueid gets back up from the bench.
じゃ、駅前に行こっか。ここ、面白いこと何にもなかったし。
Nothing fun here.
なかったのかよ。
I shot without thinking.
バカ。退屈だったんなら退屈だって言ってくれればよかったのに。俺はてっきり。
退屈だったけど気持ちは良かったよ。こういう退屈だったらまたしてもいいかなって思ってるけど、シキはそうじゃなかったの？
まあ、それは。
Things can be dull, but you can still feel like the time isn't wasted. And now that I think about it, it's rare for us to be able to just kill some time.
そうだな。たまにはこういうのも悪くない。でもま、今は昼食にしよう。朝から何も食べてなくてさ、いい加減腹ペコなんだ。
Food. I pushed myself off the bench to leave the park. For the slightest moment, I think of taking her hand into mine again, but I stop myself. I can't hold it like I did before, back when I didn't have a reason to. Things were fine when I wasn't aware of my own feelings. Aw, he understands. But if I were to grab her hand now, if I were to hold it simply because I wanted to, it'd be no good for me at all. Oh man, that was really sweet. I might actually keep this one. Yeah, that was really sweet.
私、シキがいつも食べているところがいい。
She wants to go where we normally eat. Oh, okay. So I'll continue a little bit more, but I'm really close to finishing for now. So we end up at a lattice lunch a little past 2 in the afternoon. I would have liked to take Arcueid somewhere fancy, but ultimately I'm limited on what my wallet could afford. I want to eat whatever. What does he normally eat actually? That's what the lady said, so the food court it is. Though I'm not sure if Arcueid will even want to eat any of this. It's still worth a try. After intensely scrutinizing the menu for a good while, she ends up ordering the same thing as me. I don't know all these words, too much work. I sit in the chair across from Arcueid. She takes a restless look around the food court before popping a french fry into her mouth with practiced ease.
慣れてるんだな。
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Honestly, this entire episode was just a date. It was here all the way here. We got to see all the options. And taking her to the back alley was really funny, man. But we had some heart-to-hearts. Got to understand a little bit more about Arcueid's perception of humans and just her preferences as well. So, I mean, we are on the Arcueid route, and for that, it was very cute, and I'm really glad that they had a moment like that where we can just hang out with her instead of trying to find freaking demons and vampires to fight. So yeah, we'll continue on with I guess with lunch next time. Until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!